Okay, I thought it'd be useful to go over the process of creating the internal part of this model. And to do that, basically what we would do is, I thought I saved that. Did I not save that? I guess I didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around with the lasso tool and select the ends, and I'm just hitting Control W to give it a new polygroup. And then at the end of it, I'm going to delete all of them at once. Yeah, I did this before and got lost somehow. So that's my fault. Control W would give it a new polygroup. And sometimes it makes a polygroup that's almost the same color and it's just hard to see. Yeah, that's a design flaw in my opinion, because it's so subtle you can't tell what got saved. So this one's not going to make a great group because it doesn't have an edge loop to speak of. So when we delete that, it's going to make kind of an imperfect whole, but I think it'll make a good. Well, we could delete that. That's probably the thing to do. Yeah. That's it. This won't take that much longer, I don't think.
I was wondering, I walked in here this morning and I had I walked right into a spider. You know, dude, you could be right there and sound okay with. So I was just, what does this do? When you trying to get over it, just when you're ready to turn it in? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I didn't even know what name for it. Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I'll throw together the letter of support. If you want to put in some visuals from any of those or something like that, I could also draw something up like that and see if you want to use it. Call me Bro. That's fine. That's fine. As long as I call you Bro back. Alright. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Okay. Alright. I'll see if there's anything that we could use that might help it. Otherwise, no matter what, I'll write this letter. You can spend a lot of time waiting for somebody to do something to see rock. If you want it, let the do it. Yeah, I might just do it. Okay. Hey, Amy. Good. How are you? Are you on campus? Okay. Right on. Okay. Well, you're more than welcome to, like I said, to hang here. Once you get this out. Yeah, this is a 610. Alright. Anything else I didn't know?
Alright, let's see what that looks like. Need to cut that one off.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know if you're up for it.
Control W.
The, riding the city bus, that number one, they shoot all the way. Don't, if you ever do that, don't make a mistake I did this morning. You realize when they pass the bus on Maurice Bishop, and you're like, that's awesome, right? And it lets you out, and you start walking.
Alright, so now we're ready. So what we're going to do, needless to say, I made this whole video a minute ago and it got deleted. Alright, so let's do this. So we're going to there's this thing where if you use the lasso tool, it wants to select rings instead of selecting and deselecting actual objects. So those are all the caps, and I wanted, that's it right there. That's how it got deleted. Okay.
I know, dude. I know. You said that to me, and I totally.
Yeah, that's what it was. So that was a separate polygroup, and that's why it got deleted the last time I did this. Okay. So I'm going to merge these together, and I'm going to merge these together, and I'm going to hide. I'm going to delete hidden, and I'm going to do extract. And I just know from doing this before, it's negative 0.0001. And turn off double, turn off T-border, and extract. So let's see here. Let's try that one more time. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why it's not giving us an edge this time. Maybe it was 0.01. Negative 0.01. Is that right? I think that's right.
Right.
I don't think we want it to smooth.
So if we were here on the ground, we could get people, you know.
That's what we want.
2 days or so. Yeah.
And click accept. And then you have to switch to that tool, which is here. Alright, that's not what we wanted to do. Oh yeah, it is. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not the right one. So we didn't do that right. So let's delete that. Let's try this again. So before we do the extract, we want to hide the other subtools. And what we're going to do is we're going to do Control W, so it's one subtool. And that way when we do our extract, it does the entirety of the thing. And we click accept. And that's it, right there. That is our new model. And it doesn't look like it, but the inside and the outside are separate polygroups. So let's... Alright, so now we have different polygroups for each of those. And it creases the cut edge there, which is really helpful. So now we can subdivide our model such that we could paint on it. In fact, we could subdivide it one more time. And we have the inside and the outside. And now to make a UV map from this, we would go to UV Master, work on clone. You want polygroups on, you want symmetry off, so you'll get the cut edges will be separate from the inside, and then the outside will be its own model. So you have 3 individual sections. And when it's finished, we're going to hit flatten, and that'll show it to us in a flattened state. These are all our cut edges over here. And that's it. Copy UVs, switch back to our other model, and paste UVs. And that's it. And so now we could paint on this model. And I can do some more of this if that's what people want to see. But and that way, when you go to make your texture map, create new from PolyPaint, and it will paint. That's ready to go. You could clone that and export it to work in Photoshop. That's it. Maintaining your polygroups here would be important. Let's see if it merged our polygroups. I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah, so if the texture's on, it hides the color of your polygroups, which is a little annoying. So the polygroups are all still there. So that's it. That's what we did today. We made that heart and got it working. Okay.